Hey everyone, welcome to week 18 of the Edinburgh Marathon training series. It's crazy that I've actually stuck to releasing a video every week, almost. I think I did. I don't think I missed a week, but let me know if I did. Yeah, the plan was to try and release a video every week up until Edinburgh Marathon, and we've pretty much done that, so super happy with that. And next week is race week, so there'll be the lead up to the race video and a race day vlog, so super excited for that. If you're new here, follow along, hit subscribe, and yeah, stick around for that video next week, so it should be a good one. Hopefully the marathon at the moment is looking like it's going to be a warm one, so maybe it was a good thing that we entered Boston and got that sub 3 done early, and we can just enjoy the ride at Edinburgh. But yeah, let's have a look at the training from this past week. And yeah, I felt pretty good, to be fair. On the Monday morning, I did 6 times 3 minutes with a 60-second jog recovery. I decided to do the shorter intervals in the morning this time. I think I wasn't feeling great on the Sunday, so I was like, we'll just put the shorter reps in the morning, and hopefully that gives us time to recover for the evening workout. But then I banked a decent session of the 6 times 3 minutes, average pace 4:13, average heart rate 140, and max heart rate 148. Really trying to lock into that marathon rhythm and how I want to feel at the start of the marathon. It's going to be a bit hotter now, so that pace might be closer to even 420 going to feel on the actual day, trying to hit these heart rates as well. So yeah, but I felt really good during these kind of sessions. Like just getting into that marathon rhythm feels really good at the moment, so I'm hoping that kind of stays around for the taper week, and then yeah, we can lock into it on race day. We finished with just over 9k in 44 minutes. Average heart rate for the whole session was 129. So yeah, not too bad. And yeah, ticking that one off. In the evening, I decided to just go out with Jen. She had 6 times 4 minutes, which is on the plan that I wrote up for her. And I just decided to run that with her and not do an extra session. And yeah, just being happy with how I banked that first one. We did 45 minutes. I don't have the average paces on here, but she was kind of hitting around 520 for the reps, and then the jogs were a bit over 6 minutes. So yeah, pretty solid. And my heart rate was 113, so pretty close to a recovery run, but picking up the cadence and the stride during her reps, even though it was only to 520. It still got some more turnover rather than just doing a full recovery jog, and yeah, it went pretty well. On the Tuesday, I stuck to my normal 40 and 40. I did 40 minutes in the morning out on the roads near me, just under 7k, and average pace was 5:52, average heart rate 114. In the evening, I went out to the gym on the treadmill, and Jen was doing a strength session and I was just on the treadmill. I ended up cutting it short to about 38 minutes because I got bored, and I was just like, Jen was done. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to go home. So average heart rate 106. Nice and chilled day on Tuesday. And yeah, I'm just trying to maintain some intensity, most of the frequency, so making sure I run as much as I usually do. But the volume is dropping because I'm starting the taper, and yeah, not as much intensity there, and yeah, feeling good. On the Wednesday morning, I did my normal hour, 5 minutes and 14 per K, 11.5 kilometers for the run, and average heart rate 124. So a solid kind of easy run, and yeah, just did my normal hour that morning, and then did my normal 30-minute jog in the evening, under 5k, 6:22 pace, and 125 average heart rate. This is one where I felt terrible. I remember doing it, and I just felt my legs felt quite jittery. It was yeah, it was not nice, and I was like, God, this is not great. I feel really weird on this run. So yeah, hence the 6:22 pace and the average heart rate 125. I don't think that was right. I did feel terrible, but yeah, it felt controlled. It's just that my legs felt really weird. Yeah, didn't enjoy that run really that much, but I generally do enjoy my running. And then on the Thursday morning, I was like, oh no, I've got a session and I'm going to feel horrible because I had a 22-minute tempo, which I wanted to be at kind of marathon feel, maybe like the first 5 to 10K of marathon. That's how I wanted it to feel. And I felt great. I felt so good for this one. Average pace was 409, average heart rate 143, max heart rate 149. I think the max heart rate was 149, kind of in the middle of it, maybe. Not looking at my heart rate data, but I think it was kind of closer to the middle, and then I backed off a bit. So I didn't end at 149. It was pretty controlled all the way through. It was a really good tempo. I enjoyed that one. So just under 9K, average heart rate 131 total, average pace 442 per K for the entire run. I generally do 10-minute warm up, 10-minute cool down, and then the tempo in the middle. There's no walking breaks or anything like that. It's just a straight kind of run with the tempo in the middle. I think I cut the cool down short, so it's just under 42 minutes. And then in the evening, I had 8 times 400. I was going to do either 6 or 8 times 400. I decided to go with the 8, but keep them relatively chilled. And like always, 60-second jog recoveries. And then I've written here that I needed to make sure I didn't get carried away. So I did this. Average pace was 358 per K. Average heart rate 136, so really chilled. Besides, in the 5th rep, I looked down on my because I was kind of going to feel and just letting my legs kind of cycle under me, try and feel like it's just a nice rhythm, but not pushing hard at all. And I looked down on my watch, was at like 149, and I was like, oh, I need to back this off, especially for the last 3 reps. I don't need to, but just because we're getting so close to the marathon, it's not going to make a difference to the marathon, and I'm just making sure I'm maintaining the rhythm and the turnover and kind of the frequency of my workouts. So I don't need to be hitting 150 for this kind of session anyway. And then yeah, the max heart rate ended up being 150, but all in all, the average was 136, and it was really controlled, and I felt great for these as well. Leg turnover feels good, fresh legs. It's really nice, and I hope I can continue this on through the taper week. But just over 8K, just over 40 minutes, and average heart rate 124 for the whole run, and just under 5 minutes per K. So yeah, ticked off a good Thursday, and that was pretty much my last kind of full day of sessions before the marathon. And then getting on to Friday, which is my normal 45 or between 40 and 50 minutes jog, pretty much 45 minutes, 551 per K and 107 average heart rate. This is quite good to see as well, that my heart rate is staying low. Even though it's 551 pace, my heart rate was probably higher than that going over 6 minutes earlier in the block sometimes. So it's good to see that my heart rate is stable and it's staying nice and low even after a day of sessions like Thursday, even though they were easier. Yeah, it's good to see that, just to know that I'm not carrying too much fatigue going into race week. And on the Saturday, basically, I was just going to do 75 minutes easy, and then some strides at the end. Jen was going to do, I think it was 80 minutes, but we ended up doing 75 minutes together, and then I just did some strides. We got caught in terrible weather at the end. It was pouring down, so I did strides in pissing rain, but that's fine. These strides I just do pretty much, it's like walking 30-45 seconds between them, and they're 13-second strides. I just count my steps. If you've not heard me say that before, I just count one leg and 20 times, which ends up being about 13.7 seconds generally, and it's about 3:26 per k. When I look at the watch just before I finish it, it's about that kind of pace, and it feels fast, but it doesn't feel like I'm forcing anything or sprinting or anything like that. Yeah, they feel really controlled, and yeah, really good for kind of the end of a workout, just to sharpen up, I think. We ended up doing 12.6k, just under 80 minutes, and 6:17 per k, average heart rate 107. So yeah, for my last kind of longer effort, yeah, not much damage done there, and yeah, just get ready for race week. Now, on the Sunday, I did, which is today, I did 50 minutes jog, 5:55 pace, 116 average heart rate, which is a little bit higher. I think I went off a little bit quick in this one, but that's fine. And yeah, 8.5k. So yeah, that rounded off the week, which, yeah, I think it was a pretty good one. 2 weeks out from the marathon, or 1 week out now. 93k, and we're coming down, I think it's about 14k from last week. So looking good. And next week, we're still going to keep in some sessions, but they're going to be really light. Then there's going to be some easier running with some strides. And then, yeah, we're going to get on to race day. So I am really looking forward to it. But yeah, 93k for that week, 8.5 hours, which is kind of where my baseline was late last year. So really happy with that being a taper week. And we've got the number here, and yeah, looking forward to putting that on and giving a good go at Edinburgh. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video. I'll probably do a video on kind of the goal or plan for Edinburgh next week as well, and then we'll have the race week kind of video, training video, what we normally do, and we'll have the race vlog. So we've got tons of videos coming up. So yeah, if you've not subscribed already, make sure to do so. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.